Few names in the Valley of the Sun more recognizable than the next couple selected for the Scottsdale History Hall of Fame. Katherine Herberger and her late husband, G. Robert Herberger, are considered the ultimate lifelong philanthropists who raised the level of culture we enjoy in the Valley. They endowed the Herberger Theater Center, the Salvation Army Divisional Headquarters, Herberger Hall at Arizona State University School of Business, and the Herberger Center for Design Excellence at ASU. Donated land for 31 parks in the city of Phoenix, as well as land for the McDowell Mountain Preserve. The Herbergers moved to Scottsdale in 1949 after spending Thanksgiving and Easter holidays at the Camelback Inn with their children, Gail, Gary, and Judd. Cax recalls in those early days there were no fences, no walls, and no roads. The family rode horses from their home on Lincoln Drive and Scottsdale Road into the untouched desert all the way to Cave Creek. Their generosity in giving back to the community began years before their arrival in Scottsdale, and Cax never forgot the verbal tributes people gave her father for his life-saving efforts. Her father, Dr. Peter Kurland, a small-town doctor during the Great Depression, forgave the medical bills of many patients who could not afford to pay. During World War II, she helped renovate a vacant church to create a USO club for the young cadets from St. Cloud, Minnesota. There, she worked with a couple who introduced her to the Salvation Army. Years later, this early association transferred to her dedicated volunteer service with the Salvation Army on local, state, and national levels. She is National Emeritus Board Member and recipient of the Order of Distinguished Auxiliary Service. The family patriarch, Bob, likewise was raised with a penchant for hard work and sharing the fruits of his labors with his community. He began working part-time in his father's St. Cloud department store at age 13. By the time he was 23, he founded G.R. Herberger's department store, which grew to a chain of 40 stores in 10 states. After moving to the Valley, he commuted to the Midwest, where he continued conducting business, and it wasn't until 1972 that he sold the stores. Meanwhile, in 1952, he established Herberger Enterprises, a real estate development firm which has been responsible for some of the most prosperous land development in Scottsdale, including the Shea Scottsdale Shopping Center and Camelback Mall. The current most prominent being Kurland, which is named after Mrs. Herberger's family. Both Cax and Bob have enjoyed practicing the arts as well as funding them. She as an artist and sculptor, and he as a pianist, band, and vaudeville director. He had a dance band at Hollywood High, one in college known as Bob Herberger's Collegians and another one called Bob Herberger's Rangers. He also wrote and directed a 10-act vaudeville show and played piano background for silent movies. In 1962, the two commissioned a symphony to celebrate the 50th anniversary of Arizona's statehood. They helped establish many Valley cultural organizations and supported an estimated 200 charitable groups. He co-founded the Fiesta Bowl, was involved in the early development of the Phoenix Art Museum, the Phoenix Symphony, and the Chamber Music Society. Cax helped found Planned Parenthood, the Scottsdale Artist School, aid to the adoption of special kids, and Valley Shakespeare Theater. She chaired the Scottsdale Fine Arts Commission, is a member of the National Society of Arts and Letters, and was the first woman to chair the Arizona State University Foundation Board. In 1993, he was inducted into the Arizona Business Hall of Fame. Both received honorary Doctor of Humane Letters from Arizona State University, and both were named 1999 History Makers by the Arizona Historical Society. Here this evening to honor their parents are sons Gary and Judd Herberger and their families. Please welcome into the Scottsdale History Hall of Fame a couple who cared for one another 65 years and are two of the most generous hands-on philanthropists and humanitarians the Valley has ever known, Katherine Cax and G. Robert Herberger.